Hi students, in the previous session we have seen aerobic and anaerobic respirations occurs in the cells by mitochondria. In this video I would like to explain CO2 production in yeast cells. For that we have an experimental setup. Look at this experiment. What are the materials which we require for this experiment? How to arrange this apparatus in a specific manner for a required experiment. Now, what is the procedure? What are observations and precautions which we required for this experiment? First of all, let us learn the materials required for this experiment. We need a thermos flask. Inside this thermos flask, we need to take the glucose solution along with the yeast cells. After taking glucose solution, we have to add yeast cells to this experiment or thermos flask. Take the thermometer. Insert the thermometer as shown in the figure. Take the liquid paraffin solution, as you can see in the diagram, a liquid paraffin solution in the thermos flask. Take a collecting tube, this is called as collecting tube. So, collecting tube, and the collecting tube need to opens into another jar, we can call it as a jar. Inside this jar, we have to take lime water, and there is another outlet. You can see here, there is another outlet through which carbon dioxide can move out. So these are the materials which we required for this experiment. With these experiment, we can demonstrate, or we can experiment, or we can discover, we can understand the production of CO2 and heat from this experiment. So how this CO2 and heat produced by this experiment, let us learn. Leave this experiment after complete setup. After few minutes, you can observe some changes inside the solution. Before that, why we have to take a liquid paraffin solution inside the thermos flask? Reason is to remove the carbon dioxide present, to remove the oxygen which is present inside the thermos flask. We need to take the liquid paraffin solution. If there is an oxygen inside the thermos flask, definitely the yeast cell shows respiration, right? To remove the oxygen in the thermos flask, we need to take the liquid paraffin solution. Now, after a few minutes, you can see the lime water which is taken inside the jar converted into milky white precipitate. Milky white precipitate. What is the reason for milky white color precipitate inside this jar? Reason is because of respiration. Because of respiration in the thermos flask, yeast cells, when they undergoes for respiration, CO2 produced. The produced CO2 through collecting duct, it enters into the jar and react with the lime water. When carbon dioxide react with the lime water can convert it into milky white color precipitate. In this case, Not only the carbon dioxide which is produced by the yeast during respiration, but also the heat energy produced by the yeast cells. The produced heat, when it is reacting with the thermos flask, the mercury levels increased in the thermos flask. So it shows that carbon dioxide and heat both are produced during the time of respiration by the yeast cells. Clear, students? By this experiment, what we can conclude? What are your observations? In this experiment, I had observed the carbon dioxide is a common end product of the respiration during the aerobic condition, whereas heat energy generally produced in this experiment, that is also one of the observation. How can you know whether heat produced or not? The rising mercury levels in thermometer indicates that heat energy is produced. How do you know that carbon dioxide produced? Here the lime water which is kept in the jar converted into milky white color precipitate, that indicates presence of carbon dioxide produced by the thermos yeast cells which are kept in the glucose solution. And one more thing is, the glucose which is there in the thermos flask, it will be converted into ethyl alcohol, that is C2H5OH or ethanol. Production of ethyl alcohol or ethanol, it is a common characteristic of the anaerobic respiration, isn't it? So in this way we can understand the production of CO2, the production of CO2 and heat during the process of respiration in yeast cells. Clear, students? So that is our experiment, and what is our aim? I already said to you, to know the production of CO2 and heat in the living organisms or in the yeast. Materials required, already we discussed. Procedure, first of all, arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. After that, let us observe the experiment. In the thermos flask, as you know that we have to take a glucose solution, along with we have to add yeast cells to this glucose solution. Leave this experiment for few minutes. Upon the surface of solution, we have to take a liquid paraffin solution to remove the excess gases present in the thermos flask. Clear, students?